I'm going to give you 6 reasons on how to ruin your YouTube career. If you don't want to ruin it, do exactly the opposite of what I'm saying. Let's get into it. I always see channels destroy themselves by making the same mistakes over and over and over again. Now, this does not apply to, this is number 5. This doesn't apply to actual political channels. It's their job to talk about politics. Posting your political opinions on social media, if you're not a political channel like I'm not, is stupid. I used to do this all the time. And to be honest with you, the reason why I think I had a crap ton of trolls is because here is the thing. I used to not shut up about politics, but I used to be like secular talk. And I'm not secular talk. I'm ReviewTechUSA, constantly posting about politics, fighting with people who, not fighting, but if people said really nasty things to me who disagreed with me, I would like go back and forth with them. Especially if you're not a political channel, people don't want it. Politics rile people up. It doesn't matter if you have a very conservative viewpoint or a very progressive viewpoint, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, it doesn't matter if you're a centrist. People are always on any part of the political spectrum are going to disagree with you. And for some reason, especially with politics, if people disagree with you, not only do they disagree with you, they end up hating you because people on all parts of the political spectrum, there's fanatics. And if you start preaching about politics, especially if you're not a political channel, you are going to garner a huge base of haters that will despise you and will just, they'll troll you times 10.
So delicate snowflake conservative trolls actually false flag people live streaming the Democratic debates that just happened a couple days ago. Let's get into it. But anyway, people were streaming the latest Democratic debate on Twitch. And for some reason, they were getting banned while they were streaming the debate. And it was a fake account that was banning them. And Twitch got tricked into banning these people for streaming the Democratic debates. And look, everyone knows I have more progressive political viewpoints. That's not a hidden thing that I keep, in the closet over there. But even if this happened during Republican debates, I would be just as pissed off at this. If there was leftist snowflakes making a fake Praxis Political doing the same thing and false flagging people streaming the Republican debates, I would be just as pissed off because it's bullshit. Let people speak. If you don't like what they have to say, just make fun of it then. Here, I'll give you a little piece of my spine so you could grow one your goddamn selves. I don't understand it, man. I don't. I rather see people have a voice. I don't care if you're a conservative. I don't care if you're a progressive. I don't care if it's a Democratic debate or a Republican debate. Let people speak and stop being cowards trying to stifle free speech no matter what your political position is. It's outrageous that people think this is okay.
Rich, I don't know what I was doing talking about politics. It just divided my audience. Also, Rich, this video.
Rich, I've learned to shut up about politics. Also, Rich, I love how you tell people to not talk about politics on your channel and then you go around talking about politics. Come on, man. This stuff's just going to divide your fan base and open you up to more trolling.
Wow, Rich, you really don't do any research before posting these, do you? The Vice article has already been debunked as a 4chan troll. Pretty pathetic, dude.
I don't like censorship and bullshit from either side of the political spectrum, and I have proven. There's receipt. I just proved with one of my receipts, which countless ones. How many times have I talked about Anita Sarkeesian and other things? But the one time today and everyone's saying, Rich, you don't know it was conservatives who were taking down the streams. If it was just people looking to troll for the sake of trolling, why wouldn't they take down like a Dr. Disrespect stream or a Ninja stream or some other big, or Tfue? Yeah, of course, there's no solid evidence of it yet. But common sense, use your brains. And to be quite honest with you, I was almost afraid I was almost tempted to change the title, but you're like, no, I'm not going to change it because if that title's offending you, you're one of the people that title describes perfectly. If you can't handle that fucking title, That title fits you to a T.
I'd like Art to chime in on this one, but how do we feel about changing the title and or thumbnail on the latest Raycom sponsored video? Possible to something less edgy for the client.
And to be quite honest with you, I was almost afraid that I was almost tempted to change the title, but you're like, no, I'm not going to change it, because if that title's offending you, you're one of the people that title describes perfectly. If you can't handle that fucking title, that title fits you to a T. Here's the reality of my channel. I know what I've said in the past before. Here's the reality of my channel, is that I've always have talked about politics from the get-go. Part of the reason I only stepped back a little bit was because of the adpocalypse. You could always tell when someone disagrees with your political take. Oh, now this channel's all about politics when you have 2 videos posted. If you don't like that once in a while I'm going to talk about politics, I don't know what to tell you. Go watch the 35,000 fucking videos of people talking about a Switch sale that I could turn on my Switch and just see on the fucking Switch. Hope I'm not throwing any shade at anybody, but let's keep it real. That's all people are doing. That's the kind of shit I like talking about. But just to prop my channel up with boring fucking garbage, I don't want to talk about it. There's no way people could want to hear about it. There's no fucking way. And I straight up went into bitch mode. And part of the reason people aren't used to me talking about, I used to talk to politics was like 45% of my fucking channel. And as soon as the apocalypse came, oh, please, I'm not going to talk about politics anymore. I swear. Fuck that noise. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not going to talk about content I don't give a shit about just to talk about it. Boogie2988 would be apologizing for it. I'm not apologizing. You don't like that I have a fucking opinion, you could kiss my ass. There's a little bit of a difference. If you don't like that I have an opinion, sorry. You know, and look, it's not, what bothers me is I'm like, motherfucker, these people are sitting there calling me a cuck, calling me a commie, calling me this. And I'm like, I have proof, video proof. All of my Anita videos, my Cuck Norris videos, so many other times where people were like, I've went after the left, and it's documented in my videos, and now, like, it's not okay because, I can't do it to the other side. I'm going to call out both sides. And dude, if I have to lose a portion of my sub base and I never hit 1 million subs because people don't like a person giving their honest take, I don't know what to say. I don't care. I don't. What, so I could hit that magical number and still get oh wow, I have 1 million subs, but I'm still getting 100,000 views a video, which I'm not complaining about, but that's the reality of it. I wouldn't go around and dislike other people's videos or get pissed off at them or leave a thumbs down on other people's videos because I don't agree with them. Because they know their audience is an echo chamber that wants to just hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear that maybe, their party's wrong about something. Phew, I'll feel this is my safe space on this YouTube channel or this major news network, and they'll never offend me. Christ, what a fucking coward you are if you're that way. You want to just be spoon-fed everything? You want to be spoon-fed everything exactly the way you want to hear? You're the fucking problem if that's what you want. I disagree with you, but it's good to see you defending yourself and not giving in to criticism from a few people who can't hear other opinions. Hell no, I will not and you know what? Old me would have done that. Old me would have done that. Where there are times even with, and thank you, by the way, person 74. There are times even with tech videos where I got a massive amount of dislikes because people didn't like my video or didn't like my take. And they went after me for it, and I would take them down. Fuck no, I ain't doing that now. But let me not talk about the upcoming election, no matter whether you're a conservative or a progressive, whether you're on the left or right. This is one of the most important elections probably ever. But I'm going to shut the fuck up about it and talk about 4chan, talking more about the specs of the PlayStation 5 for the 75th fucking time. Let me talk about that instead. Look, my channel is still mainly going to be about tech. I'm not saying that's going anywhere. I love technology, and sometimes politics just exhaust me. But goddamn, if I'm going to sit here and shut the fuck up because people may be offended and they only want to hear what they want to hear. And no, I'm not like Boogie, because if you have a problem with that, piss off. If you don't have a problem with that, and you actually have a spine, no matter what political mindset you have, and you could hear a differing opinion or opinion you agree with, thank you, because you have the intelligence to have a spine, and you aren't just hive-minded and just need to hear a yes man. Thank you for being that way. People are literally just coming there to either like or dislike the video and moving on with their day. Like, people have literally said, I'm just coming here, I'm not watching the video, I'm just coming here. Like, they paused it and disliked it and walked away. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So if this means that there's a whole, like, because I'm speaking the opinion and I lose people because they're liberals, I lose people because I say something against liberals or I say something against conservatives. Let's just keep it real. Probably be more against conservatives and liberals because I have a more progressive viewpoint, but I have in the past factually with evidence called out progressives before. I'm sorry, man. Goodbye. This has always been part of the DNA of my channel. I hid it for a while because I was afraid. And because of demonetization, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not. Like, I'm not going to sit there and cater to some guy who may watch, like, there may be, I may lose 1,000 subs in a day. Okay? I guarantee you those 1,000 people that unsubbed, obviously, it's speculation and I can't prove it. They probably watch like one of my videos every few months. And they probably saw me talking about something politically or maybe even tech related they didn't like. They're like, I don't want to hear about this. I'm unsubbing. Goodbye. Goodbye. And for the people who I see a lot of people here who have brains, who know that, hey, I could disagree with Rich's political opinion. It's not that all he talks about. It's the minority of what he talks about. I'll just not watch those videos and watch his gaming videos. Great, I appreciate that. And I'm glad to see that there's people here who actually have the common sense to do that. And I'm not going to be afraid to talk about it, man. You could disagree with him, but he's been consistent. That's kind of the same thing Joe Rogan has said, too. That's why I think Joe Rogan's going to vote for him. He may not agree with everything, but at least the guy sticks to his guns and he's consistent with things. So thank you very much for coming through. I'm glad I got to vent. And this ain't an apology. You can't handle hearing a differing opinion than yours. My channel, whether it be tech or politics, which will still mostly be tech, this channel ain't for you. And I'm not going to apologize for that. This one is going to stay public, too. Have a good one, guys. This one is going to stay public, too. Have a good one, guys.
So yeah, I'm in bed right now. It's been a long day and there's fans whirring and blah, 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 blah. But I always take pride when admitting when I'm wrong. And there was this guy on YouTube from a few months ago. I watched one of his videos that said, if you're not a solely political channel, you shouldn't bring politics onto YouTube. Who the hell was that guy? Oh, it was fucking me. And as much as, like, I'm dying to talk about politics, I'm just going to keep it to my podcast, and I'll bring it somewhere else if I want to, because I had no idea. It's like politics now are 10 times more toxic than when I basically stopped talking about them in 2017. No way. I can't do it. It's too much of a headache. If I want to talk politics, I'll talk them on the podcast, I'll talk them other places, but they're going to stay off the YouTube channel. I should have listened to myself, and I'm admitting that I'm wrong, and I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I blew it. So, lesson learned. Now I'm just going to keep moving. Man, it's brutal out there. Holy shit.
And no, I'm not like Boogie, because if you have a problem with that, piss off. If you don't have a problem with that, and you actually have a spine, no matter what political mindset you have, and you could hear a differing opinion or opinion you agree with, thank you, because you have the intelligence to have a spine, and you aren't just hive-minded and just need to hear a yes man. Thank you for being that way.
And I'll say this too, and just let the world burn. I'm good. But if you really think back to my video, it wasn't even calling all conservatives snowflakes. I was just saying the conservatives that are snowflakes were the ones that perpetrated that. What's really sad is, man, and look, have it. Do what you want with it. I can't. I tried to bring it back because I was interested because the 2020 elections are coming up, but no way is that right now you can't have a civil conversation with anybody. I see people who are progressives and conservatives, even on my personal Facebook, ripping each other's faces off. You can't even have a dialogue right now. And you know who I blame? I blame poor journalism. I blame the partisan politics in this country, and I blame everything. It's just a disaster right now, man. I don't know where we're headed, but you know what? I'm just going to talk about video games, tech, and drama and let everyone else deal with it. But it does bother the shit out of me because I don't know where the hell we're going. It's a big fucking problem, but too stressful. Can't handle it. I'm just keeping it real. It's not worth the headache. I haven't been this stressed out since like 2016. There's a reason I stopped.
I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not going to talk about content I don't give a shit about just to talk about it.
I've been sitting here having a conversation with myself, thinking. And I remember the video I made a few months back about one of the golden rules to not do on your YouTube channel is to talk about politics. And I should have followed that rule. Now, I don't regret doing the videos that I did. I enlisted them because the toxicity in the comment section and people ripping each other's faces off was insane. But I've always had a vested interest in talking about politics on my channel since I started doing YouTube. And yes, my camera is vertical right now, so you're going to see the whatever the hell. You're not going to see, you're going to see black bars on the side or whatever. But I can't do it. I don't regret putting those videos up because I don't feel they were wrong to do. But it's just too toxic out there, man. It's more like I used to make videos like that all the time back in the day. And yeah, you get the flack and you get people pissed off. But right now we're at a point where it's like everyone's ready to rip each other's faces off. And I can't handle it. I can't handle it. And I was interested in talking about stuff. The 2020 election's coming up and there's a lot of things I wanted to say, but if it's going to be that divisive, there's no way I could do it. There's no way I could do it. And I got to follow my own advice. So on the podcasts that I do, the Exposed podcast, politics will come up there. But on YouTube, no way. No way. It's a battlefield out there, man. And people like Kyle Kalinske and all them who do this, and even Ben Shapiro and everyone who deals with the nonsense every day from this and the toxicity, I respect you because this old man here, I'm just going to be talking about video games, tech, and YouTube drama. I tried. I wanted to bring it back. I did. But it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And for anyone I pissed off in the process, I don't apologize. I don't apologize. It shouldn't have gotten you that angry, but for my own stress and my own mental health, I'm doing it. But I don't apologize. No need to apologize to you. If my opinions made you that pissed off, then I don't know, man. You got some issues yourself. I don't let other people's political opinions, make me that enraged. It's kind of a thing. But anyway, yeah, no more politics on this channel. I can't handle it. It's too stressful. Sucks, but it is what it is.
And dude, if I have to lose a portion of my sub base and I never hit 1 million subs because people don't like a person giving their honest take, I don't know what to say. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. Phew. I'll feel this is my safe space on this YouTube channel or this major news network, and they'll never offend me. Christ. What a fucking coward you are if you're that way. You want to just be spoon-fed everything? You want to be spoon-fed everything exactly the way you want to hear? You're the fucking problem if that's what you want.